I really have to go, number one.
Alright, Nookanites, the second group of the night. We have ZerO, the King of Queens, the returning round of 16 champion, defending his spot against FirebatHero. I thought he sucked. What is he doing here? But yes, FirebatHero made his way up to this point, past a Protoss of all races. Well, it was Jaedong, but yeah, he still made it past. And there he is doing calisthenics for absolutely no reason. We're getting ready to start on Eye of the Storm, the first map of every series. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0 versus FirebatHero. Like what I did there? Okay, here we go. Cross positions on this map. Let's get the colors and positions to start out with. Looks like FirebatHero's orange and Mensol ZerO is beige. That means up here at the 2 o'clock is FirebatHero. Down at the 8 o'clock was ZerO. FirebatHero. It's been a while since I've casted a FirebatHero game. I've kind of missed it, to be honest, because his games are always insane. And I actually watched his games versus Jaedong before he made it up to this spot. And I'm going to tell you that his first set versus Jaedong was actually the 2000th game of the OSL. They were hyping it up, as you can see up there. It has a little Star League symbol with the 2000 right next to it, and FirebatHero versus Jaedong was that 2000th game. And they awarded the winner a little trophy, but I'm not going to spoil that because you don't know how many games were in that series anyway. But yes, go watch it. It was epic. I'm talking epic. It was one of the worst games of professional StarCraft I've ever seen in my entire life. It was just so awful, and I enjoyed every second of it. You need to go watch that game. Yes, it was Jaedong versus FirebatHero on Eye of the Storm. Go check it out. It was truly bad. But yes, a very fitting end to a FirebatHero game, though, gotta say. It's like ZerO is going for a 12 hatch build, getting all of his drones out, looking absolutely effeminate, looking completely emasculated in all of the pictures that I've seen of him. Even in the last OSL selection, he just wore this horrible hat. It was just a wicker hat. It didn't even fit him. He had this pink vest on, I think. Oh my gosh. And FirebatHero Restart. Restart. I still don't know what that means, but it looks like FirebatHero is still in here. FirebatHero, I'm not sure if he was putting down his barracks or not. I think he was just plopping down that barracks down there. I need to get a look at his base again and see what he's going for. I didn't see the refinery coming up yet. But FirebatHero is coming down here to scout. Yes, he's getting up his barracks and getting up his second supply depot. So there's a good possibility he's actually going to go for a double barracks build. I think if he's going for a double supply depot, he's going to want to get a lot of Marines out there to fight back any early round of pressure. Spawning pool coming up for ZerO, the King of Queens. And I think ZerO definitely is in the better position. I think he definitely is the better player of the two. Even though I thought FirebatHero was sucking, he's kind of got his confidence back up. And that's the thing about FirebatHero. If he doesn't have an ego about him, he doesn't play well. And that's been one of the big problems with his play recently. He just can't get that big win that would give him the boost like he did against Jaedong, like he did against all kinds of Protoss players moving up in that MSL, rather. But yes, that was absolutely insane. For a while, I had a theory that FirebatHero would become the top pro gamer, the top professional StarCraft player, just because his TVT was solid. He was coming out with very innovative versus Zerg. In those two matchups, he kind of reminds me of Fantasy, actually, coming out with really bizarre versus Zerg with battle cruisers, and his TVT was just super solid, but he had one big flaw. It was his versus Protoss. But moving up in one MSL, forget the name of the MSL, it's probably Club Day, but yeah, he moved up, he beat Bisu, he beat Much, I think, finally beat Much, he beat all the kinds of Protoss players, so that's when I thought, man, he's becoming solid in every single matchup. He is going to be the best StarCraft player out there, but unfortunately he got defeated by Bisu later in that MSL, and that shattered his confidence because he lost 3-0 to Bisu. And he really hasn't been able to recover since then, defeating players like Jaedong once or twice, but he just can't get up his confidence enough to maintain a high level of play. I mean, his games against Jaehoon were certainly nothing special. I mean, I watched them and I wasn't impressed by his play at all. I was thinking that he'd been working on his versus Protoss, and that's why he's got his confidence back up. He's been doing a lot of interviews saying, yeah, I feel much better moving up now. But yeah, thankfully he's not going up against a Protoss here. If he had gone against a player like Stork or Bisu or even Bako, I still think he would have had a horrible time moving up. But he's going against a Zerg, and he's much better against Zerg than he is against Protoss. But how much better has his play gotten? We'll have to find out in the duration of these games. He is upgrading STEM right now, even though he's still only working for 1 barracks, I believe. So it could be going for a 1 barracks push of some kind just to kind of make ZerO throw down those sunken colonies. Make him waste a little bit of minerals on that. Does not get the scout. Tries to go out and be sneaky with that STV, but he's not going to get the scout on the natural expansion. ZerO is going for a very standard Muta opening to get some Muta harassment. FirebatHero finally plopping down the barracks. He's getting all the barracks down at the same time. Uh-oh, the speed out for these Zerglings, so another scout denied. Another STV going down needlessly, so FirebatHero is getting a little bit frustrated. I think he's not getting the scout on anything that's happening. So because of that, I think he's going to play very defensive here. Especially considering that ZerO has quite a few Zerglings out, and they have speed upgrades, so they could run right into the main and pick off a lot of SCVs if FirebatHero does not play defensively. Even more Zerglings coming up for ZerO, so ZerO might actually try to power his way through. I think as soon as these other Zerglings come up, he might try to break this. You see he's running in, seeing how many Marines are on the field, and we'll see if he has the cojones to break this. Yes, he is running in right now, trying to do a sandwich attack, doing a nice surround on all the troops, but yes, being fended off by a medic wall. That is one of the things that Terran love to abuse, the medic wall, to glitch the AI. It's kind of a shame that it won't be like that in StarCraft 2, but yes, these Mutalisks coming out from all 3 hatcheries now. So we're going to see some Mutalisk harassment, which will keep FirebatHero in his base even longer. FirebatHero, he does have his engineering bay up, but he's not building turrets. It's very strange, but yes, he is getting the upgrade from the engineering bay. So he wants to put on the early pressure, but I really don't think he's going to be able to. I think ZerO is going to keep him inside the base with his Mutalisk. Oh, being surrounded there, so FirebatHero not quite paying attention to all of his Marines. Got one sniped kind of needlessly. But here come the Mutalisk, and the ZerO might actually use these mutas to pick off what's on the force what's the force that's on the ground right now. Sorry, yeah, he's coming in. He sees how many medic and Marines are down here, so he's going to know whether or not to decide to commit to this. I think he is going to commit to whittling down this force. He's hanging out, but getting spotted by FirebatHero. So FirebatHero is going to have a heightened sense of awareness now, getting the starport up. So I think he's going to transition into a science vessel build to irradiate the Mutalisk clumps and keep that from being too big of a factor. And he does have his turrets up. He kind of distracted those Mutalisks while he was pushing out. So even if he does lose this troop, he's not going to have any economic harassment done to him. So that's definitely going to benefit his economy. He's still trying to... Oh, he might be surrounded here by Zerglings and the Mutalisk coming in. Mutalisk trying to snipe those medics, make it easier for the Zerglings to run in and just snipe everything without the medic walls, as I was saying, being very annoying. And FirebatHero's going out. I think he's assuming a third base up at the 10 o'clock position, and he's going to go up there and try to deny it, but very smartly picking off a Mutalisk there, so ZerO kind of a lax of micro. FirebatHero is trying to hold that high ground while he waits for his troops to come in, and ZerO was going to try to do a lurker, trying to make lurkers block of that area, but FirebatHero destroyed the Hydra before it morphed it to a lurker, so FirebatHero actually in a great position. He's coming in with his other troops. He needs to come in with these backup troops. There are no medics in the vicinity though, so wow, ZerO could get a lot of damage done until his medics come in.